Hi guys, BMS here, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about how to know you're in the last stage of beta. So it'll have like three or so stages. It can extend or become multiple stages within one, but I'll just summarize it like this. Jesus, everything's off. But so the first stage, the first thing to know that you're in the final stages of beta is one, you found something you like to do. And that could be like purpose wise and whatnot. And for example, I consider something I like to do YouTube, because you're hearing me and all that stuff explaining. So I would consider this my number one, as me being, well, entering the final stages of beta. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm there yet, but I'm well on my way. So first, obviously, easy enough. Well, could be easy or not. Find something that you like to do and that you think you can spend the rest of your life doing. And then the second thing is finding a wife that likes stuff, or that can I don't know why I can't talk today for some reason, but yes. Two, and for being in the final stages of beta, find a wife that likes doing something similar or the same thing as you. So imagine if I found a wife that liked doing YouTube too, so that way we can like kind of bond and stuff and get together and just spend each other's time doing what things we like, since we'll have that in common. So first one, find what you like, and then second one, find a wife. And then the third and final thing is for both you guys to come together and share your purpose. So that would be maybe you guys starting a couple of YouTube channels or something, having kids, creating a business, just as long as it's together, for it to be like within the final stages of beta and whatnot. So yeah, it's actually fairly short. I said all three steps already. I'm not going to repeat them again. That's very adjutant. Oh, also, I did make a mistake in leaving this part out. Forgive me, because this is actually pretty important. So the second part of finding someone that you want to, well, the second part of finding a wife or whatever, you have to make sure you guys like really mesh and gel together, like white on paper or something like that. Because if you guys don't, and you fall out and whatnot, that won't work. I feel like for you guys to be able to share your purpose and whatnot, you guys would have to be married for, I would say, at least 5 to 10 years, so you guys know that you're really stick through it together and all that stuff. And you guys can make the argument, well, people get divorced after 5 or 10 years, so how would that make it any different? Well, you see, that's usually upon the fault of the people that get married for choosing the wrong person. Chances are you won't get divorced if you choose the right person. That's why it's not smart to rush into relationships or go purely off emotion when choosing someone, because a lot more often than people think, they'll have like some serious flaws in a person, and they'll end up choosing them for like minuscule, well, in my opinion, minuscule things, like like looks or whatever, or just only how they make you feel. Because they could be ugly on the inside and make people feel like garbage. Would you want a companion that did that? No, so why even marry them? So I would say the second one is actually a lot more important than maybe I made it sound, but I just would say two, explain it for a minute and pass over it. But I would say it's very important that you find someone that you mesh with, and it will take time for that, instead of just jumping in like people do and they just accept all their flaws, even if they're bad or not. You're supposed to accept flaws, but you're not supposed to accept like crazy unrealistic flaws, like she's a murderer or something, but it's fine because she said she want to kill you. And like that's crazy, right? Like, oh, it's okay, I'll kill your mom, but I won't kill you. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, don't do that. So that's actually probably, is that more important than the second, more important than the first one? For companionship reasons, yes, I'll leave it at that. But to go even in the final stages of beta, it's all important. So I would say, yeah, be very careful with the second one, because the third one may not exist if you don't go right with the second step. So I just want to point that out. I probably didn't make it seem as important as it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Any questions, topics, and concerns, drop them down below. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm getting my other social medias together, but that will be on my link tree in the description. And I'll catch up with you guys later. BMS out. Why am I stuttering?